Hi, this is Kathy at inkingpaperwithkat.com. Today's project is this little treat box. And let's see if we can see there's a little bag of treats in there. And they slip right out. And then back in again. Now, I love doing special packaging for folks. 3D projects are what I enjoy doing. I'm not much of a card maker, but storing them is a nightmare. Like to have them on hand, want to be able to grab one on a moment's notice, but I don't like storing them. That's why I love these kind of bags. Because after you're done making it, store it flat, keep it until you are ready to use it, and then bring it out, fold it back up, tie it up, and you have nice packaging that can just be so adorable. All right, let's get started. For today's project, you need a piece of double-sided paper that is 6 by 12. So you can get 2 of these packages from 1 sheet of DSP. This is one of the new DSP patterns from Stampin' Up! For this year. It is called Affectionately Yours, and I love it. Kind of has a 70s vibe to it, and then kind of bright on the other side. You also need a piece of coordinating cardstock. This is macaroon for punching, and you will need a piece of Whisper White for stamping. So that's the supplies. Okay, let's get our scoreboard out. We're going to put it long side at the top first, and we are going to score at 5 and at 7. Turn it, and we are going to score at 1.5 and 4.5. And that is all of our scoring done. Okay, let's fold and burnish our score line. All right, now, you notice on this one that our top has a point on it, and that it is showing the back side of the paper. At this stage, if you are not wanting to do that, you don't have to. If you do want to do it, then I'm going to show you how. But you could just go with a square top, punch 2 holes, lace some ribbon through, punch 1 hole, pull some ribbon through, whatever you wanted to do. But for our purposes, we're going to do that. First thing we're going to do, though, is we need to make the box piece. So we need to do a little bit more folding. So what you're going to do is, I probably did not pick the best paper in the world, where you can see these lines, but do you see where this fold is? You are going to bring it over so that it matches the side fold. And reach in and press that down, flip it over, take your burnishing tool and burnish it. Do the same thing on the other side. And it helps if you stick your thumbnail in there so that that corner is good, because you want that to meet up and match as best you can. Burnish. Do the third corner. And then we will do the last corner. And burnish. Okay, so there's your box. And when it opens, it's going to open like that. So before we adhere this down though, which is normally what you would do, you would then just put adhesive on these portions and stick it down and then leave it flat while you store it and open it. But we want to change this top. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take each corner over and meet it on the side. I'm going to try zooming in just a little bit. Okay. Do it on the side as well. Burnish it. Do the other side. Burnish. Turn it over. And then you want them to meet in the middle. So you need to get them to meet in the middle. And you've got several layers there, so we want it to meet in the middle. And you can line it up with a grid sheet and you know that the middle is right there. And then you've got something to work from. Burnish, burnish. Okay. Now, this is where your glue is going to go. It's going to go in here. Do not get it on this section. That's the other side of that diagonal fold. If you do, your box isn't going to open. So the easiest thing to do is just to take some snail and find that diagonal fold, run it along the top, and just run some through. And the other thing you can do is you can unfold it, and you're going to do the same thing. But for me, honestly, I don't like unfolding it. It's just one more step that I don't want to take. And since I can reach in, and then you want to also apply some adhesive on these flaps so that they stay down. so. See how it folds up? And there's your box. Now what we want to do is put a 1/4 inch hole in the top for our ribbon, and we're going to use a handheld punch. And I just line it up with that seam going halfway through, and then I know it's centered. So again, line it up, and I know it's good. Alright, before we do our ribbon, let's do some stamping so we can decorate our box. So let's take our Whisper White, and the stamp set we are using is Love You Lots. It is a hostess gift stamp, so if you have a Stampin' Up! Party and you earn enough, you can get this hostess set, and it is so adorable. Look at these little hedgehogs. Aren't they just the cutest thing? And these two little ladybugs. I love it. We're going to go with Mr. Frog today. We're going to stamp him in Archival ink, black. And then we are going to kind of watercolor him a little bit. If you're new to Stampin' Up!, if you just press on the pad, open it, you will have ink on the inside of your pad, and you will be able to pick it up with a brush. So we're using an aqua painter. And we're just going to lay some color in. I prefer to start kind of laying it in lightly because I can add some, and I can add a darker tint, but it's a little bit harder to take it away since this is a stamp pad and not really a watercolor. So I'm going to pick up some of the heavier color to do his shading. Shading here. And there he is. Okay, we're also going to take the Archival ink and we are going to stamp this little U. Just because I think it's cute. And this is going to my grandkids, so they find things like that kind of fun. Here we go. We're going to use a 2-inch circle punch to punch him out. And then we are using the 2 3/8 inch scallop punch. This has been retired by Stampin' Up! They do have some new framelits in the catalog that are also scallop circles that will work really well for layering your sentiments. Alright, let's pop this little guy up with some dimensionals. Now, if I were going to store these, I would not be putting sentiments on it. This one is actually going in the mail soon. I know where it's going, so I am going to go ahead and put it all together. All right, let's get our ribbon out. We are going to use Whisper White. Just pull through what we think we need. And we are using some macaroon baker's twine. Oops. Okay, we're just going to wrap that around. And this we're just tying in a knot. And we will tuck our goodies in. And then we are going to adhere it to the front with glue dots. I want something strong enough, especially for me, that are going to hold up through the mail. And glue dots are a really good strong adhesive. And there we have it. Love you lots treat bag. Isn't he cute? I hope you enjoyed this project, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.